guys, welcome back to the Benny and Johnny Scratch That Benny and Layton show. I am with E4 Specialist Private Abbott. Goes by Layton.
I have a 2009 Volkswagen Jetta. It's a 2.5 liter 5-cylinder. It's kind of fast. Probably smoke this.
Oh yeah. Well, we'll have to put that to the test by all means, man. Anyways, got Layton with me today. We're hanging out, just doing some shots. I thought we'd go over the Trans Am some. You know, a lot of people love the Trans Am. I'm one of them. But I gotta say, you know, there's some things about it that you just really don't like, right? I mean, nobody thinks it really looks good.
Dang, look at Trans Am.
Oh, nice, man. Those things are awesome. It sounds atrocious. It doesn't smell all that great.
It's running a little rich, don't you think?
Maybe a little bit. And overall, it's really not that fast. What we're gonna look to do is just go over it a little bit, show you what's awesome about it, maybe what's not so awesome about it, and really why you should look into picking one up. So one of the first things I'd like to talk about is how it looks, right? This thing is aggressive. There might be sleeker cars, there might be sexier cars, but there's nothing that's as brutal or as savage as the front of a Trans Am. I mean, just look at it. Imagine it was clean and there wasn't bug splatter all over. Other than that though, it's amazing. Layton, what are your thoughts? Just throw them out there.
I can't make eye contact with it. It's makes me nervous to look at.
I kind of put my eyes down when I'm around it, right? So the hideaway or pop-up headlights, iconic, love it, hate it, whatever you want, but it definitely helps the front. And then the nostrils, the grill, I don't know. I think that it looks absolutely amazing. So this isn't a WS6, this is just a regular old Trans Am. However, when I bought it, the gentleman before me did get the ram air hood, and I tell you the truth, I don't hate him for it, especially now knowing that he probably picked that up for 500 bucks 10 years ago, and now it's worth well over 1,200. Has American Racing Rebel rims. Tell me what you think about them. I think they look good. The riveted parts down here I could do without and just have more of a 5-spoke. But at the same time, I think they look really, really good on the car. You don't see them too often at all. The only down part is, like, I know they're really, really heavy, and it kills me on the inside. Aside from that, there is a little bit of that 4x4 look with the fender gap. Compared to your brother's Jeep, what do you think? Who has more fender gap? It's close, right? If you guys do get a Trans Am, make sure you remove the side molding. You don't need that bumper stop that went along the length of the door. This looks much, much better without. Highly recommend it. And then walking around to the rear of the car, my goodness, what a masterpiece. So the honeycomb taillights looks great. It's nice and curvy. You can see a little bit of the bulging side, the quarter panel back here. The other thing I would love to change about this car is the exhaust. So it has the Flowmaster, give or take, right? It sounds okay. But then it just has single tips on there. It doesn't have the quad tip. That looks really, really good. And I need to change that, right? If you guys know what I'm talking about, basically there's 2 exhaust tips on each side. Looks absolutely amazing. We need some more of that in our lives. So anyways, let me know, what's your favorite part about the Trans Am? What's your least favorite part? Oh, another real fun thing is, I don't know if this was factory defect. This car doesn't look to be repainted. As you can see, the colors match really well. But look right here where it says Trans Am. The A's are switched. And I'm not sure what happened there, but all this white stuff is just some really, really old wax that I need to clean off. So, you know, maybe there's some clear coat peeling, or maybe that's part of the decal. I never really saw that before. Never really got down here, but I don't know. Really, really weird Trans Am. And for the viewers at home, this is definitely not a tranny. You don't call Trans Ams tranny. They're always Trans Ams. Or maybe Screaming Chickens. That's a little bit on the hillbilly side, but never a tranny. All right, so what I'm gonna do first is give you guys a cold start. I don't know why people like those. I feel like the idle's high. It doesn't really hear the chop, but people do it all the time. So I guess I'm just gonna do the same thing, but I will not block out my license plate. That does absolutely nothing. Here we go. So you guys had your cold start. Here is a warm start. Hot start. Both those sound inappropriate. I'll think of something better to call it. There we go. Not bad at all. See if I can put another dent in the bumper of your car.
You don't even notice.
Actually, it looks better. So I thought we'd go for a quick ride around the block here and go over some of the things that might be a little bit dated when it comes to the Trans Am. I mean, this was built in 1999, and you got to think about what build quality was like back then. What year were you born?
2001.
2001. So I mean, obviously they were putting things together rather poorly in that time frame. But I feel like the interior has held up pretty well. Still looks pretty good. Decently modern. All right, take away the radio, obviously, and the very, very large pillowcase of a steering wheel airbag. I mean, what's the shelf life of an airbag? I mean, it can't be 30 years, right? I don't know how long they last. So that's probably the most dated part. Maybe the turn signal column. Other than that, I mean, the leather's all right. The plastics are GM plastics from the 90s, but this is garage pep, and I have a UV tint on the windshield. So to date, I don't have any cracks in the dash, which is quite nice. It's got 84,000 miles on it. Another fun thing about GM build quality back in the late 90s, and I think it's like this on most vehicles, most GM vehicles, sorry, is when I fill up my gas tank, the needle goes way past the full mark. It's 5/4 full whenever you fill it up. It's really odd. And then it gets to about half a tank and just rapidly declines. So while the car is quick, it's got a Texas V4 cam. I've got the cam card in here if you guys want to see the specs there. Hopefully that's focusing. If not, look it up yourself. Long tube headers from Texas Speed. It has a lid. Nitto tires now, so it actually hooks up, which is nice, versus like really old, 10-year-old plus Goodyears is what I had on there. And so they were decent tires back then, but they spin like crazy after that. I don't know, it's kind of fun, kind of quick. Need to get the air conditioning recharged. I don't know, compared to like a modern car, what do you think the interior is like?
I mean,
Can't find them, grind them.
I think it's pretty clean. Like, I'm also used to driving older cars.
How tall are you?
6'2".
Okay. How is the passenger seat comfort for you?
It is not bad at all. In the Jetta, my head almost hits the ceiling. I got a decent amount of room.
Legs are a little close. Tons of headroom. Legs are pretty close to the dash or the glove box. Sound-wise, and the interior is not real bad, right? I mean, we've got the windows down right now. I presume that you can hear us, and it's not too much wind noise, but not a whole lot of drone. I mean, you can obviously induce a little bit of drone, but the exhaust sounds pretty good from the inside. Gutless, not really that quick. years. Nice, nice, nice.
Twinsies. Oh, there's mom right there.
Ma'am! Ma'am, I know you can hear me. Your children are unattended. Oh Lord, here they come. It's wilding out here in Heritage Lake.
Child services on the deers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, I already called the cops.
It's like there's people over there watching me yell like an idiot. It's fine, he had a popsicle or something. Wait. Hello, 911. To report 2 deer. No, well, 2 young deer. The mother's just watching them play in the street. You know what I think we need to do is go back to the garage, put this on jack stands, and take it up to 100 miles per hour and show people what the speedometer looks like at 100 miles per hour. What do you think?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, let's do that real quick. We hit 100 yet?
I think so.
Well, that's good. All right, so there you have it. The 99 Trans Am, not a WS6, but it is an LS1, so 346 cubic inches of thundering fury, or something like hyper masculine. Just think something cool there, right? What are your impressions, man? We'll wrap it up. What do you think?
I kind of want to get one now. I think I'm gonna trade in the old Jetta
No.
and get a Trans Am.
Well, I gotta tell you, the prices are spiking, right? I bought this for $11,000 like 10 years ago, and I think I could sell it for about $15,000 now. Not because of stuff I've done to it, just because of
Inflation.
yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Our dollars are being devalued. So, anyways, if you guys liked the video, that'd be awesome. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. And I'll tell you what, if you could let me know what your favorite thing is about the Trans Am in the comments, that would be great. Anyways, you guys have a great day. As always, stay safe and show them your taillights.